Hi, hello, namaste. This is Shekhar from DSM Academy. Today I am back with very important topic, that is for income from salary. BCom students or whatever the students maybe who are having taxation as a subject, very important topic, income from salary, which gives you 16 marks, 12 for long answer and 4 for short answer type for your examination point. So this video is beneficial for all students, BCom, BBA and whatever called CA, CMA, जहाँ पे भी taxation है, income from salary. This video covers all the allowances, perquisites, rules and regulations, and this video will be have two parts. Part 1 I'll tell you all allowances, perquisites, rules and regulations, and part 2 will solve with a problem. So please do watch the entire video, then only you will be able to understand what I am teaching. So here इनकम फ्रॉम सैलरी पूरा आने के लिए एंड तक वीडियो वॉच करो विతౌట్ స్కిప్పింగ్ అండ్ ఇన్కమ్ ఫ్రమ్ సాలరీ మొత్తం అర్థం కావాలనుకుంటే పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా మొత్తం వీడియో వాచ్ చేయండి. వై బికాజ్ వెన్ దిస్ టాపిక్ ఇస్ what you call in your college, when you they teach your lecturers, it will be a topic of max to max 20 to 25 days. So here in a single video it is not possible. So video may be lengthy beta, so please do concentrate, तभी आपको समझ में आएगा. And those who are new to my channel, please do like, subscribe and share. Let's begin with the video. Income from salary. So according to the income tax, there are 5 heads of income, already I told you, and income from salary is a major head. Why? Because many people depend on jobs, they will earn salary, and this income from salary I'm telling you with the basic level. So salary is what? A benefit which is received for the services rendered by an employee in the part of a company or any organization under employer. It is a contract between employer and employee, and employee जो सर्विस करता है उसके ऊपर उसको जो पैसा मिलता वो सैलरी है. Right here, now let's start with the things. So सीधी सी बात है, मैं शॉर्ट वीडियोस भी बनाया, सेक्शन 15, सेक्शन 16 एंड सेक्शन 17 का. सेक्शन 15 कवर्स द वेयर द salary has to be taxed. कौन से अमाउंट पे सैलरी टैक्स करना, देनी మీద सैलरी टैक्स చేయాలి. Simple form, one thing is that salary needed to be calculated only for the earned income. जो पैसा कमाते अपन, जो रिसीव करते, उसके ऊपर ही टैक्स कैलकुलेट करना पड़ता सैलरी का. जो पेंडिंग सैलरी से, एरियर सैलरी से, it should not be taken into consideration. Whichever is due, whichever is earlier, it may be due or received. जो जल्दी आता वही लेना पड़ता अपन कैलकुलेशन के लिए. चलो पहले अपन थोड़े पॉइंट्स डिस्कस करेंगे यहाँ पे. फर्स्ट इज dearness allowance. Dearness allowance is nothing but a payment which is given to the employee by the employer to meet the inflation. जहाँ पे भी अगर फॉर एग्जांपल अपने को डे टू डे प्राइजेस बढ़ते जा रहे, रोज के रोज प्राइस इंक्रीज అవుతున్నాయి, ఆ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయిన ప్రైజెస్ కి మనకి కొద్దిగా స్టాండర్డ్ ఆఫ్ లివింగ్ బెటర్గా ఉండడానికి ఎంప్లాయర్ ఏం చేస్తాడు, ఎంప్లాయీస్ की डीए बेनिफिट इस అనమాట. डीए बेनिफिट किसको दिया जाता, इन्फ्लेशन को मीट होने के लिए, सडन राइजेस इन प्राइसेस को मीट होने के लिए, एक्सपेंडिचर की मीट होने के लिए देते, उसको अलावेंस को डीए बोलते. सो डियरनेस अलावेंस इज फुल्ली टैक्सेबल, ये टोटल अमाउंट टैक्सेबल रहेगा. नेक्स्ट फीस का मतलब क्या है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एम्प्लॉय है, उन्हें क्या कर रहा बोले तो दूसरे उसका काम छोड़ के सेम कंपनी में दूसरा काम भी उसको दिए एक्स्ट्रा काम करने के लिए, उसके जो पैसा आ रहा वो फीस के जैसा होता. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ ए लेक्चरर इज वर्किंग इन ए कॉलेज, he is earning salary. Apart from that, if he works for correction of answer sheets in Usmania University or whatever it may be, he will get extra money. For that extra money, it is taxable. So उसको बताया जाता fees as an example. Next, fully taxable. Next, commission. When an employee is given an opportunity to be a part of సేల్స్ కరో తుమార్కు కమిషన్ దేతూ బోల్కి ఎంప్లాయర్ బోల్తా, సేల్స్ చేయండి మీకు కమిషన్ ఇస్తామంటారు. అట్లాంటి టైంలో సేల్స్ చేస్తే దాని కమిషన్ వస్తుంది కదా, అది ఫుల్లీ ట్యాక్సబుల్. నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసేసి బోనస్ ఇస్ ఫుల్లీ ట్యాక్సబుల్. నెక్స్ట్ గ్రాట్యుటీ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఎ బెనిఫిట్ విచ్ ఇస్ గివెన్ టు ద ఎంప్లాయీ आफ्टर हिज रिटायरमेंट फॉर हिज पास्ट सर्विसेज. यानी पिछले सर्विस इतने सालों से काम कर रहा हूँ ना अपने कंपनी में, तो इसका सर्विसेज को दिमाग में लगाते हुए उसको जरा इंपॉर्टेंस देते हुए एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट दिया जाता, उसको ग्रेट्युटी बोलते. అంటే ఇన్ని సంవత్సరాల నుంచి ఒక ఎంప్లాయీ మన దగ్గర పనిచేస్తున్నప్పుడు వాడి సర్వీసెస్ కి ఒక వాల్యూ ఇచ్చుకుంటూ వానికి ఎక్స్ట్రా బెనిఫిట్ ఇస్తాం అనమాట, దాన్ని గ్రాట్యుటీ అంటారు. సో గ్రాట్యుటీ హియర్ ఇస్ డ్యూరింగ్ I am explaining. It is a short video already. I made it. You can watch over there and you can watch here also. Case A, during continuation of service. Continuation of service का मतलब क्या है? He is not retired. उन्हें सर्विस में है फिर भी ग्रेट्युटी ले लिया. సర్వీస్లోనే ఉన్నాడు కానీ గ్రాట్యుటీ యూజ్ చేసుకున్నాడు ఎంప్లాయీ. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? వెదర్ హీ ఈజ్ ఏ గవర్నమెంట్ ఎంప్లాయీ ఆర్ नॉन गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय इट इज टैक्सेबल. क्या होता? టర్మినే సర్వీస్ మే రహే కే గ్రాట్యుటీ लिए तो సర్వీస్ లో ఉండి గ్రాట్యుటీ తీసుకుంటే ఏమవుతుంది? ట్యాక్సబుల్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. కేస్ బి. కేస్ బి ఏంటిది? फुल्ली एग्जेम्प्टेड फॉर गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉई. कब? टर्मिनेशन, रिटायर होने के बाद जब गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय ग्रेट्युटी रिसीव करता तो क्या होता बेटा? वो पूरा का पूरा एग्जम्पशन में जाता. इट इज नॉट टैक्सेबल. नेक्स्ट केस सी. केस सी इज अदर एम्प्लॉय. अदर एम्प्लॉय का मतलब जो गवर्नमेंट में नहीं होता, ఎవరు गवर्नमेंट కానివాడు అదర్ ఎంప్లాయీ అనమాట. సో హియర్ అదర్ ఎంప్లాయీ कवर्ड अंडर ग्रेट्युटी एक्ट, नॉट कवर्ड अंडर ग्रेट्युटी एक्ट. ग्रेट्युटी एक्ट में कवर हुए तो कैसा डील करते? हाउ टू डील व्हेन इट इज कम्स अंडर ग्रेट्युटी एक्ट. सो एग्जम्पशन लीस्ट विल बी गिवन. एग्जम्पशन के लिए तीनों में से जो लीस्ट अमाउंट रहता है वो एग्जम्पशन के लिए लेते हैं अपन. సో ఈ మూడిట్లోకి వెళ్ళి ఏదైతే తక్కువ ఉంటుందో అది ఎగ్జామ్షన్ కింద తీసుకుంటామో. ఎప్పుడు? గ్రాట్యుటీ యాక్ట్ లో వస్తుంటే. ఎప్పుడు వస్తాడు? ఫస్ట్ యాక్చువల్ గ్రాట్యుటీ రిసీవ్డ్ 20 लाख रुपीज 15/26 इंटू कंप्लीटेड ईयर ऑफ सर्विस इंटू सैलरी पर मंथ. ये तीनों में से जो लीस्ट रहता वो एग्जम्पशन में जाता बेटा. अगर इफ इज अ सीजनल एम्प्लॉय. सीजनल एम्प्लॉय का मतलब सीजन है जब भी काम रहता नहीं तो नहीं रहता. सीजन एम्प्लॉय అంటే ఎవరు? సీజన్ ఉంటేనే పని ఉంటుంది లేకపోతే ఉండదు. అట్లాంటి వాళ్ళకి ఏంట్లా 7/26 इंटू कंप्लीटेड ईयर ऑफ सर्विस इंटू सैलरी पर मंथ. नेक्स्ट केस डी. व्हेन नॉट कवर्ड अंडर ग्रेट्युटी एक्ट. जो कवर नहीं होता ग्रेट्युटी एक्ट में, ग्रेट्युटी एक्ट లో కవర్ కాకపోతే ఎగ్జామ్షన్ విల్ బి గివెన్ లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్. యాక్చువల్ గ్రాట్యుటీ రిసీవ్డ్ 20 लाख rupees or 1/2 into completed year of service into average salary per month. Here average salary per month is equal to bonus, basic pay plus DA plus commission. ये तीनों को ऐड करे तो एवरेज सैलरी आता. केस ई. दैट इज రిసీవ్డ్ ఆఫ్టర్ డెత్ ఆఫ్ ఎంప్లాయీ. ఎంప్లాయీ మరణే కే బాద్, ఎంప్లాయీ చనిపోయిన తర్వాత ఒకవేళ రిసీవ్ చేశారనుకో వాళ్ళ ఫ్యామిలీ మెంబర్స్ గ్రాట్యుటీ, అప్పుడు ఇట్ ఈస్ फुल्ली एग्जम्प्टेड. चनिपोయిన తర్వాత मरने के बाद अगर एम्प्लॉय के मरने के बाद उसके फैमिली मेंबर्स अगर ग्रेट्युटी रिसीव करे तो क्या होगा? टोटल एग्जम्पशन में होगा, उस पर टैक्स नहीं लगेगा. राइट. So here let's the next topic, leave salary encashment. लीव सैलरी एनकैशमेंट का मतलब होता है द मीनिंग फॉर लीव एनकैशमेंट इज व्हेन एवर एन एम्प्लॉई इज इन लीव. तो एम्प्लॉयज को लीव्स मिलते हैं ना साल भर में, एक 30 to 31 लीव्स या कम से कम उससे ज़्यादा भी रह सकते हैं. तो ये लीव्स जो है अगर यूटिलाइज नहीं करके उसके पैसे अगर एम्प्लॉय लेना चाह रहा, लीव नहीं लेके उसके पैसे अगर एम्प्लॉय लेना चाह रहा तो उसका ट्रीटमेंट कैसा रहता? అంటే లీవ్ ఎన్కాష్మెంట్ బెనిఫిట్ అంటే ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది? ఎప్పుడైతే ఎంప్లాయీకి నంబర్ ఆఫ్ హాలిడేస్ ఇస్తారనమాట, లీవ్స్ ఇస్తారు. ఆ లీవ్ తీసుకోకుండా వాడు పని చేసి దానికి డబ్బులు ఇవ్వాలని అడిగిండు అనుకోండి, దాన్ని లీవ్ ఎన్కాష్మెంట్ బెనిఫిట్ అంటారు. సో హౌ టు ట్రీట్ ఇట్? लीव सैलरी एनकैशमेंट ड्यूरिंग कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ सर्विस. बोले तो सर्विस में रह जाओ ये पैसे अगर अपन ले लिए तो क्या होता? फुली टैक्सेबल फॉर ऑल एम्प्लॉयज. गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय रहने दो, प्राइवेट एम्प्लॉय रहने दो, सर्विस में रह के लीव एनकैशमेंट लिया तो टैक्सेबल. राइट. नेक्स्ट केस बी, आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट. So government employee if he is receiving leave encashment benefit after his retirement, government employee, then totally exempted. There is no tax for government employee after retirement. And for other employee, that is private employees, leave encashment benefit if they are receiving after the retirement the least of these three things. Amount received 25 lakh rupees, 10 into average salary per month. You have to take 10 months, right? So here average salary here includes basic pay plus DA plus commission. Next case D, paid to legal hires. So whenever on what do you call, after the death of an employee, if the leave encashment benefit is paid, then it is calculated as 1 into completed year of service minus leave taken per month into average salary per month. So here next pension. Pension is nothing but the benefit which is given to an employee after his retirement, right? So pension may be of two types. One is commuted pension, uncommuted pension. Committed pension is a pension whereby which the employee will receive the commission at one time, single time. एक ही बार टोटल कमीशन पेंशन आ जाता है, उसको कमिटेड पेंशन बोलते हैं. ఒకటేసారి మొత్తం అమౌంట్ తీసుకుంటే దాన్ని కమిటెడ్ పెన్షన్ అంటారు. అన్కమిటెడ్ పెన్షన్ ఈజ్ అ పీరియాడికల్ పేమెంట్. ఎవ్రీ మంత్ ఇఫ్ ఏ పర్సన్ ఇస్ రిసీవింగ్ పెన్షన్, ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ as uncommuted pension. So here uncommitted pension is fully taxable, whether he may be any person, fully taxable. What for uncommitted pension? And for committed pension case B, if he is a government employee, fully exempted. For government employee, what uncommitted pension is fully exempted. Committed pension is fully exempted. Next is other employee. When we take examples of other employees, means private employees. SSC, when the person is receiving gratuity receive kar raha to 1/3 of the total pension is exempted when he comes under gratuity act. When he does not receive any gratuity, then at that time half of total pension received. ग्रेट्युटी रिसीव करे तो 1/3, नॉट रिसीव करे तो 1/2 ऑफ टोटल पेंशन. ये एग्जाम्शन दे सकते बस, ఇది ఎగ్జామ్షన్ ఇవ్వచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ రిట్రిచ్మెంట్ కమిషన్. రిట్రిచ్మెంట్ కమిషన్ అంటే ఏంటిది? ఇఫ్ అన్ ఎంప్లాయీ ఇస్ రిమూవ్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ హిస్ జాబ్, then for that reason the employer must pay compensation to the employee for the removal of job. That compensation is said to be retrenchment commission compensation. Sorry, list of the following. So to calculate retrenchment compensation, we have to see the list of these things. Actual amount received 5 lakh rupee or amount declared by Industrial Dispute Act. यानी జాబ్ మీద నికాల్ దియే, జాబ్ లెక్కలు తీసేస్తే వాడు పోయి ఏదన్నా లేబర్ యాక్ట్ దగ్గర వాళ్ళ దగ్గర పోయి అడిగిండు అనుకోండి, నాకు ఇట్లా జాబ్ లెక్కలు తీసేసిరంటే వాళ్ళు వచ్చేసి సర్టెన్ అమౌంట్ ఇవ్వని చెప్తారు అనమాట. సో దట్ 3 amounts, ये तीनों में से जो लिस्ट है वो exempted amount है. These we are telling about only exempted amount. So 15 days salary into completed year of service. So next we'll discuss about the next topic, VRS and exception. Let's continue with the other allowances. So now it is time for VRS. VRS means voluntary retirement scheme. So here whenever any employee is taking VRS, means retiring early before the retirement age. So that thing is called as voluntary retirement scheme. So here voluntary retirement scheme जब भी एक एम्प्लॉय ले ले रहा तो उसका एग्जम्पशन दिया जाता एक्चुअल अमाउंट रिसीव्ड एंड ₹5 lakhs. इसमें से जो लीस्ट अमाउंट है that will be given as exemption of this two VRS. వాలంటరీ రిటైర్మెంట్ స్కీమ్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు ఈ రెండు అమౌంట్లలో వాలంటరీ రిటైర్మెంట్ ఏంటిది? ఏదైతే రిటైర్మెంట్ ఏజ్ కంటే ముందే ఒకవేళ తొందరగా రిటైర్మెంట్ తీసుకుంటే దాన్ని వాలంటరీ రిటైర్మెంట్ అంటారు. వాలంటరీ రిటైర్మెంట్ తీసుకోవడానికి రూల్ ఏంటంటే ద పర్సన్ మస్ట్ బి అటైన్ 40 years ఆఫ్ ఏజ్. 40 years ఆఫ్ ఏజ్ వచ్చి ఉండాలా, లేకపోతే ఏదైనా సంస్థలో ఏదైనా ఆర్గనైజేషన్లో కంటిన్యూస్గా పనిచేస్తున్నట్టు 10 years एक्सपीरियंस అని ఉండాలి. कोई भी काम करते टाइम पे कौन सा भी ऑफिशियल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में ऑफिस में 10 साल से ज़्यादा अगर काम कर रहा या 40 साल की उम्र में वो VRS ले सकता है. So that list can be calculated. Next, salary received in lieu of notice period. Notice period is when an employee taking resignation देते टाइम पे notice period में जाता, वो टाइम पे employer will pay salary to employee. So that is fully taxable. वो fully taxable रहेगा. Next is fully taxable allowances, और जो कौन सी चीजों पे टैक्स लगता है. So सिटी कंपनसेटरी अलावेंस, इन शॉर्ट इट इज कॉल्ड एज CCA. सिटी कंपनसेटरी अलावेंस का मतलब होता है whenever an employee is transferring to another place of job. For example, a company is there, they are transferring that employee to some other city, so the cost of living will be more at that time. So during this time the company will pay city compensatory allowance to the employee, that is fully taxable. Next, tiffin allowance, that is fully taxable. Medical allowance is an allowance whereby which the employee will be getting benefited when he is taking a loan for his medical treatment which is less than 20,000. How much, sir? Less than 20,000 when he is taking a loan for medical allowances, medical treatment. So that will be less than 20,000. There is no tax. And above that there is a taxable amount. Servant allowance here means domestic servant. Domestic servant fully taxable, sir. Total amount is taxable. So next, non-practicing allowance. Non-practicing allowance means when the employees are sent for training purpose. When the रहने के लिए एम्प्लॉय एक जगह जाता है, वहाँ लॉज में रहता है एंड उसके जो चार्जेस लगते हैं उसको बताया जाता है यहाँ पे नॉन प्रैक्टिसिंग अलावेंस. नेक्स्ट इज वार्डन और प्रॉक्टर अलावेंस. वार्डन और प्रॉक्टर अलावेंस इज अलावेंस विच इज पेड टू द वार्डन फॉर मेंटेनिंग इट. एंड डेपुटेशन अलावेंस. डेपुटेशन का मतलब होता है जो कोई भी एम्प्लॉय अपने पोजीशन से डाउन उतर गया, यानी उसको प्रमोशन नहीं किया, डिमोशन दे दिए, तब उसको जो पैसा पे करते हुए अलावेंस उसको डेपुटेशन अलावेंस बताया जाता. नेक्स्ट, एंटरटेनमेंट अलावेंस. एंटरटेनमेंट अलावेंस इज अलावेंस विच इज पेड टू द एम्प्लॉय फॉर spending time for chilling out. That is entertainment allowance. Next is, these all are fully taxable allowances. So next we'll talk about HRA, house rental allowance. So house rental allowance is allowance which is paid by the employer to the employee when the employee is staying in any quarters or any home on a rental basis. So here these least, out of these amount, least amount will be given as exemption. One is actual HRA received, or 50% of salary when a person is staying in metro city. Metro city covers Hyderabad, not Hyderabad. Metro city covers Delhi, Bengaluru, Chennai, and Mumbai, Kolkata. These are the places where metro cities means. So any employee staying in that cities will be charged 50% of salary, and other cities 40% of salary, or rent paid minus 10% of salary. Out of this, least amount will be given as exemption. Next, coming to special allowance exempted under section 10 of 14. So here, travel or transfer allowance. Travel or transfer allowance is allowance which is paid by the employer to the employee for traveling period from the office to the main workplace or a home, whatever it may be. Next, daily allowance. Daily allowance, whenever a person is given a daily allowance, then remember that the amount is fully taxable, right? Next, convenience allowance. Convenience allowance is allowance just like traveling. The judges of Supreme Court, High Court, whatever it may be, the traveling allowance which is given to them is called as convenience allowance, which is totally exempted. Next is this amount. Next, helper or assistant allowance. Helper allowance or assistant allowance. Next, research allowance, uniform allowance. So there is a difference between dress allowance and uniform allowance. Dress allowance, one thing I am mentioning here, dress allowance and research allowance. Dress allowance and what do you call research allowance. And in this dress, in this research, in this helper, these three allowances are treated that they will be not given exemption. ये तीनों allowances को exemption नहीं मिलता, total amount taxable रहेगा. And the remaining tax treatment कैसा रहेगा? Minimum actual amount received, actual expenditure incurred, दोनों में से जो कम रहेगा वो लेना है. लेकिन helper, research allowance and dress allowance will be fully taxable. Next, children education allowance exemption. Children education allowance का मतलब when employee sends his children to education in any other schools or any colleges. So here the allowance will be given by the company. So exemption will be rupees 100 per month per child. One child 100 rupees per month. Maximum 2 children. उससे ज़्यादा रहे तो तीसरे चाइल्ड, अगर चौथा चाइल्ड है तो नहीं, only 2 child को कैलकुलेट करना exemption के लिए. If he has 5 children, only 2 children allowance will be calculated. The remaining 3 will not get allowance. So we have to see the least actual amount received or 100 per month per child, at least maximum 2 children. And children hostel allowance 300 per month per child, right? Only 2 children or actual amount received. So this is the exemption amount I am talking about. So out of these all exemptions, these exemptions in examination question, from these 1 point will be asked, and from these allowances, education children allowances 1 point will be asked, HRA will be asked, and here next from this fully taxable allowance anything will be given, medical will be given compulsorily, entertainment will be given. So let's list out the other allowances. The next topic is truck driver allowance. For the truck drivers allowance, treatment will be 70% of allowance 10,000 per month, So this truck driver allowance will be given to the driver of a truck when who travels from one place to another place on a official purpose. Next, for this the treatment will be minimum of this two will be exempted. ये दोनों में से जो कम है वो exemption में जाता. ట్రక్ డ్రైవర్ అలవెన్స్ అంటే ఎవరైతే ట్రక్ డ్రైవర్ ఉంటాడో వాడికి ఇచ్చే అలవెన్సెస్ ట్రక్ డ్రైవర్ అలవెన్స్ అంటారు. 70% ఆఫ్ అలవెన్స్ ఆర్ 10,000 पर मंथ विच एवर इज मिनिमम. सो इफ डेली अलावेंस अगर दे रहे तो ये एग्जेम्प्टेड नहीं होता, फुल्ली टैक्सेबल है. अगर डेली अलावेंस के साथ भी ट्रक ड्राइवर को अलावेंस मिल रहा, जब डेली अलावेंस मिलता तो टैक्सेबल होता पूरा का पूरा अमाउंट, जब एग्जाम्शन नहीं मिलता. ट्रांसपोर्ट अलावेंस इज अवेलेबल ओनली टू ब्लाइंड, डेफ, डम्ब, ఆర్థోపెడికలీ హ్యాండిక్యాప్. ఎవరైతే బ్లైండ్ ఉన్నారో, గుడ్డి వాళ్ళు కానీ మూగ వాళ్ళు కానీ లేకపోతే బొక్కలు కాళ్ళు చేతులు ఎరిగి ఉన్నాయో అలాంటి ఆర్థోపెడికలీ హ్యాండిక్యాప్ వాళ్ళకి ఇలాంటి అలవెన్స్ ఇస్తారనమాట. దాన్ని ट्रांसपोर्ट अलावेंस अंटाరు. जिसके हड्डियां टूट गए, जिसके ऑर्थोपेडिकली प्रॉब्लम है, ब्लाइंड है, डेफ है, अंधा है, बहरा है, गूंगा है, ऐसे लोगों के लिए ये ट्रांसपोर्ट अलावेंस मिलता. तो मिनिमम ऑफ दिस एग्जम्पशन इज गिवन. एक्चुअल अमाउंट रिसीव्ड 3,200 per month. For normal people, when transport allowance is given, it is totally taxable. Allowance received from UNO, United Nations organizations, then is not taxable. Compensatory allowance under section article 222 of 2. आर्टिकल 222 ऑफ 2 का मतलब होता है when any allowance is given to the judges of Supreme Court or High Court from moving one place, when they are transferred from one place to another place, the allowance which is given is called as compensatory allowance and it is fully exempted. Allowance to judges of the High Court or Supreme Court, it is not taxable. Next, coming to specified employees. Here specified employees means a director of a company. Any person who has appointed as a director of a company, at least for 1 hour or 1 day, will be treated as a director of a company, that he comes under specified employee. Second, an employee who has substantial interest means any person who is having more than 20% of the voting power, that is called as substantial interest. Then he will be called as a specified employee. Third, an employee whose aggregate salary from all employees together exceeds 50,000 per annum. For example, if a person is working in 2-3 organization, different organization, from all the organization, if he is getting more than 50,000 per annum, then he is called as a specified employee. But the rule is that non-monetary transaction should not be taken and standard deduction should not be taken. Next, perquisite. Perquisites means any special allowance which is given apart from the salary, which may be monetary in nature or non-monetary in nature. So here exempted perquisites. Under these are totally tax-free perquisites. Tea or snacks given by the to the employee by the employer. Food given at the employer place is fully exempted. Recreational facilities means for a group of employees, when a certain amount is given for a recreational facility that is comes under exemption. Goods sold to employee at a discount, exemption. Convenience facility means traveling from place of work to home, that is exempted. Training, during the training period when the stipend is given, exempted. Services rendered outside India, when an employee went to outside work on government companies, I'm talking, not private companies, where a government employee, when he visits other outside country on work related issues, then it is fully exempted. Contribution in some specified schemes, fully exempted. Loans, when an employee is taking a loan which is less than 20,000, then it is exempted. And medical facility, when a medical facility is given to by the employer to the employee in his own hospital, then fully exempted. Next, periodicals and journals. This work related, when an employee is receiving periodical journals to complete the work, it is fully exempted. Privilege passes means Indian railway passes which are given for transport freely from one place to another place, exempted. टेलीफोन, मोबाइल फोन्स, अगर एम्प्लॉय को जो है एम्प्लॉयर पुकट का टेलीफोन एंड मोबाइल फोन दिया, वो भी ఆఫీస్ యూస్ కే లియే ఫ్రీ మే, అంటే ఫ్రీగా టెలిఫోన్ మొబైల్ ఫోన్ ఇచ్చిండు, ఇది వాడుకోమని చెప్పేసి ఆఫీస్ యూస్ కోసం, అది ఎగ్జామ్టెడ్. నెక్స్ట్, ఫ్రీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఫెసిలిటీ. हियर फ्री एजुकेशन फैसिलिटी हियर इन द सेंस, अगर एम्प्लॉय जो है एम्प्लॉयर के कॉलेज है, स्कूल है, उसमें अपने बच्चे को डाला तो 1,000 रुपये से कम फीस रहा तो ఫుల్లీ ఎగ్జామ్టెడ్. అంటే ఎంప్లాయీ దగ్గర ఒక ఎంప్లాయీ ఉన్నాడు, వాడు ఏం చేశాడంటే వాళ్ళ ఎంప్లాయర్కి రిలేటెడ్ స్కూల్ కాలేజ్లలో ఒకవేళ వాళ్ళ పిల్లల్ని జాయిన్ చేశాడు అనుకో, 1,000 రూపీస్ కంటే తక్కువ ఫీస్ పర్ మంత్ ఉంటే ఎగ్జామ్టెడ్. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ కంప్యూటర్ ఆర్ ల్యాప్టాప్ విచ్ ఈస్ యూజ్డ్ ఫర్ అఫీషియల్ పర్పస్ ఈస్ ఎగ్జామ్టెడ్. मूवेबल assets is this मूवेबल assets means when an employer, जो employer है, कंपनी का ओनर है, that person is selling his assets which are more than 10 years old, जो 10 साल पुराना అసెట్ ఏదైతే 10 సంవత్సరాల కంటే ఎక్కువ ఉన్న అసెట్, పాత అసెట్ని అమ్మేషన్ అనుకుందాం, దాన్ని ఇక్కడ మనం ఎగ్జామ్టెడ్గా తీసుకోవచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ బట్ ఎక్స్క్లూడింగ్ కార్స్ అండ్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ ఐటమ్స్. లీవ్ ట్రావెల్ కన్సెషన్ exempted. Rent free accommodation exempted. Next, tax on non-monetary perquisites exempted. Health club exempted. Any club membership is also exempted for official purpose. Right. Next, discuss the other perquisites. Free accommodation. Rent free accommodation section 17 of 2 of 1. Value of unfurnished accommodation. Whenever an employer is providing rent free accommodation benefits to the employee, the treatment is as follows. When the accommodation is owned by the employer, अगर वो घर जो है employee जो रह रहा, वो घर employer का owner है, बोले तो वो घर owner का है, ओनर के घर में एम्प्लॉय अगर रह रहा समझो, तो तब अप टू 1 अगस्त 2023 पॉपुलेशन एज पर 2001 सेंसस अप टू 10 लाख पॉपुलेशन है तो 7.5% ऑफ सैलरी का वैल्यू ऐड करते, एंड 10 से 20 लाख के बीच में है तो 10% ऑफ सैलरी का कैलकुलेट करते, एंड एक्सीडिंग 25 लाख 15% ऑफ सैलरी का करते यहाँ पे. नेक्स्ट, विथ इफेक्ट फ्रॉम 1 August 2023, that is September 2023, according to the 2011 census, up to 15 lakhs 5%, 15 to 40 lakhs 7.5%, exceeding 40 lakh 10% of salary. So when the accommodation is hired or not owned by the employer, so अगर जो है ये employer owner नहीं है, ये किराए का मकान है, किराए के मकान को ఎంప్లాయీ కు దియా అంటే కిరాయికున్న ఇంటిని ఎంప్లాయీకి ఇచ్చాడు అనుకోండి, then in all cities the perquisite is list of the following. कौन सा भी सिटी हो सकता है, so list of the following. 31st August 2023 से पहले rent paid by the employer or 15% of salary whichever is least. After 1st September 2023 rent paid by the employer 10% of salary whichever is least. Next comes when the employer provides accommodation in a hotel. So Nandini, when the employer provides accommodation in a hotel, this is for both government and other employees. So यहाँ पे क्या हुआ बेटा, if the employer is giving accommodation to the employee in a hotel, अगर होटल में दे रहा accommodation, तब least of the following amounts calculate किया जाता. 24% of salary, actual charges paid or payable to the hotel. लेकिन ये कंडीशन क्या है, 15 डेज, अप टू 15 डेज ओनली द होटल में रेंट को रहना, 15 दिन पार हो गया समझो, देन द परक्विजिट इज नॉट कैलकुलेटेड. अंडरस्टूड? द लीज एग्जम्पशन विल नॉट बी गिवन. So next is insurance premium paid by the employer. So employee का इंश्योरेंस के पैसे employer पे कर दिया, यानी ఎంప్లాయీ ఎవరైతే జాబ్ చేస్తున్నారో వారి ఇన్సూరెన్స్ పైసలు ఎంప్లాయర్ కట్టేస్తే ఇట్ ఈస్ టాక్సబుల్. right? So any personal monetary obligations of the employee met by the employer, any personal అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఎంప్లాయీ ఏదైనా పర్సనల్ ఖర్చులు ఉన్నాయనుకో, దానికి ఎంప్లాయర్ ఇచ్చింది అనుకుందాం డబ్బులు, इट इज टैक्सेबल. एम्प्लॉयर का कुछ पर्सनल खर्चा है, उसके लिए एम्प्लॉय का पर्सनल खर्चे को एम्प्लॉयर दिया, तब वो टैक्सेबल है. इंटरेस्ट फ्री लोन्स और कंसेशन इन इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन. फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ एनी एम्प्लॉय इज टेकिंग लोन फ्रॉम द एम्प्लॉयर फॉर एनी मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट लाइक कैंसर एंड हार्ट रिलेटेड इश्यूज, लीवर रिलेटेड इश्यूज, फ्रैक्चर्स, ऑर्थोपेडिक्स, कौन सी भी बीमारी, सिर्फ फीवर कोल्ड छोड़ के बाकी के कौन सी भी बीमारी रहने दो, उसके लिए अगर पैसा लिया उन्होंने, सो इंटरेस्ट फ्री लोन लिया या कम दाम में इंटरेस्ट में लोन ले लिया, देन इट इज नॉट टैक्सेबल. लेकिन up to a limit of 20,000. If he is taking a loan below 20,000 rupees, then it is not taxable. If it is taking about 20% of 20,000 of loan, it is taxable perquisite. Next, holiday facilities, rule 3 of 7 of 2. Holidays facilities here comes under three categories. When the holiday is taken for ट्रिप बोले तो अगर एम्प्लॉय हॉलिडे छुट्टी मनाने के लिए बाहर गया, वह जब भी उन्हें वहां पे इनकर कर ऑफिशियल पर्पस के लिए, इट इज not taxable. Next, if he is going for his personal with his family, then it is taxable up to the expenditure. And when the employer is paying the reimbursing the holiday expenses, then it is taxable benefit. So here these are the various perquisites, and let's again in the next topic we'll cover motor car and PF related things, right? Next step, we'll talk about the next perquisite, that is free meals. Free meals perquisite, rule 3 of 7 of 3, section 3. Refreshments, snacks, soft drinks or tea. So you have to remember that here this is one important perquisite which will be asked in the examination in a given question. So यहाँ पे सीधी सी बात है कि भाई whenever employer gives to the employee snacks, refreshment, tea, soft drinks, etc. during office hours, it is a tax free perquisite. అంటే ఆఫీస్ అవర్స్ లో ఒకవేళ చాయ్ పానీ ఫుడ్ ఎట్లాంటివన్నా ఇస్తున్నట్లయితే ఎంప్లాయీకి ఇస్తుంటే అది tax free perquisite. Next, after office hours, refreshment, snacks, soft drinks or tea given to the employees after the office hours, it is taxable perquisites. Next, ఒకవేళ अगर समझो कि फ्री मील्स बिलो 50 रुपीज है, इफ द मील्स प्रोवाइडेड बाय द एम्प्लॉय टू द एम्प्लॉई इंक्लूडिंग लंच एंड डिनर और लंच एंड डिनर विल बी बिलो 50 रुपीज, 50 रुपये से कम है, 50 రూపాయల కంటే తక్కువ ఉంది అనుకోండి, tax free. Free meals above 50 rupees, taxable. Next, medical facilities. Medical facilities given to the employee is tax free perquisite. But you have to remember that if any loan taken by the employee from the employer below 20,000 rupees for medical allowances, it is called as tax free perquisite. Next, regular medical allowance fixed per month means if employee is receiving a regular per month fixed medical allowances, then it is fully taxable. There is no exemption in this. If any employee is receiving every month, that is allowances fixed. Next, we will talk about gifts. This question is also asked. Well, so these are very important which will be asked in the examination. Gift. If any gift which is given, we received below 5,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees in cash or kind. Gifts received below 5,000 rupees in cash or kind is tax free perquisite. Next, this gift should be received in a particular occasion. शादियों में या फेयरवेल पार्टी में या कोई फ्रेशर्स पार्टी में, बर्थडेज में, एनुअल डे सेलिब्रेशंस में. These are the occasions where you can receive the gift, and that will be treated as tax free perquisite if it is below 5,000 rupees. If it is above 5,000 rupees, the excess amount will be charged as a perquisite. Example, if I received a gift for 7,000 rupees, right? So till 5,000 is an exemption. On 2,000 rupees it is treated as taxable perquisite. So here, other than these gifts, if any gift given by the employer as a personal gift to the employee, अगर कोई employee अच्छा दिखा उसको personal gift दे दिए, employee మంచిగా అనిపిస్తే వానికి personal gift ఇచ్చిన అనుకోని one side నుంచి, it is not a perquisite, it is not treated at all a perquisite, personal gifts. Next, expenses paid by the employee. And one more thing, any gift be given by the employer to the employee when they reach the sales target and production target, any target related things, if they receive gift or during that, then no exemption of 5,000 is applicable during that period. Next, expenses paid by the employer for credit card. This is very important beta. So when the expenses are met by the employer during credit card, yani employee credit card use చేస్తున్నాడు, ఎవరిది యూజ్ చేస్తుండు, ఎంప్లాయర్ ఇచ్చిన క్రెడిట్ కార్డ్ ఎంప్లాయీ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాడు అనుకుందాం. సో అఫీషియల్ పర్పస్ కోసం యూజ్ చేస్తే నాట్ ట్యాక్సబుల్. it is exempted, not treated as perquisite. पर्सनल यूज टैक्सेबल. समझो क्रेडिट कार्ड दिया गया तो ऑफिशियल यूज के लिए यूज करे तो क्रेडिट कार्ड टैक्स नहीं गिरता, पर्सनल यूज के लिए यूज करे तो टैक्सेबल है. Club membership is also same manner. If any membership in a club is given and the expenses incurred by the employer, then if it is for official use, exempted totally, no tax. For personal use, taxable. Next, use of movable assets. If any movable assets are given by the employer to the employee, then if he owns it, मतलब तो एम्प्लॉयर उसका ओनर है, तब 10% का वैल्यू अपन परक्विजिट ट्रीट करते. इफ एम्प्लॉयर इज हायरिंग इट, then actual charges which are met will be treated as perquisite. Next, motor car. So here one of the important topic here is what? Motor car. This question, अभी जहां पे यहाँ पे एक फ्री मील्स का है, मेडिकल फैसिलिटी, गिफ्ट एंड क्लब मेंबरशिप, मोटर कार, दिस ऑल क्वेश्चंस विल बी गिवन इन द इनकम फ्रॉम सैलरी 12 मार्क्स का जो क्वेश्चन आता है उसमें हर एक बिट का एक आता है इसमें से. सो समझो मोटर कार 100% यू विल बी आस्किंग. सो मोटर कार द ट्रीटमेंट इज डिफरेंट इफ द कार इज ओन्ड बाय द एम्प्लॉयर. यानी ओनर एम्प्लॉयर अगर कार का ओनर है, कार ओनर एम्प्लॉयर अయ్యి ఉన్నాడు, एक्सपेंसेस कौन लगा रहा कार का? Employer is meeting the expenses. If it is the car is used for official purpose, there is no perquisite, no tax. If car is owned by employer, owner is the owner of the employer is the owner of the car, so expenses are met by employer only. But it is for personal use, then whatever the expenses which are incurred will be treated as perquisite, taxable hai. कार ओन्ड और हायर्ड बाय द एम्प्लॉयर, ओनर भी या उन्हें किराए को भी लिया ओनर, कौन? अपना एम्प्लॉयर. Who is meeting the expenses here? Employer is meeting the expenses. Then if it is used partly for personal and official, दो चीजों के लिए यूज करा, రెండు కోసం యూజ్ చేసిన, పార్ట్ అఫీషియల్ పర్పస్ కోసము, పర్సనల్ పర్పస్ కోసం యూజ్ చేసే. స్మాల్ కార్ 1800 per month plus driver salary 900 per month. If it is a big car, 2400 per month and 900 per month. Next, car owned by or hired by the employer and expenses are met by employee, partly official and personal. Then small car will be 600 per month plus 900 driver salary. Big car 900 per month plus driver salary 900 per month. Car owned by employee, अगर employee कार का ओनर है, expenses are met by employer. अगर मैं एम्प्लॉय हूँ, मैं कार का ओनर हूँ, मैं कार लेके जा रहा हूँ ऑफिस को, उसके एक्सपेंसेस कौन दे रहा? मेरा ऑफिस वाला दे रहा. तब अगर मैं ऑफिस यूज के लिए कार यूज इस्तेमाल करे तो जीरो परक्विजिट, नो टैक्स. व्हेन कार इज माइन एम्प्लॉय एंड expenses met by employee but it is for personal use, it is also nil. Next, car is owned by the employee, expenses met by employer. जब भी expenses कौन लगा रहा? एम्प्लॉयर लगा रहा, तो टैक्सेबल परक्विजिट रहता. याद लगाने के लिए आसान होता. खुद अपन एम्प्लॉय एक्सपेंसेस मेट कर रहा तो इट इज नॉट एट परक्विजिट, इट इज नो टैक्सेबल. इफ इट इज मेट बाय एम्प्लॉयर, इट इज टैक्सेबल. सो ऑफिशियल एंड पर्सनल यूज, स्मॉल कार है तो अमाउंट एक्चुअली इनकर्ड माइनस 1800 per month. Big car है तो amount actually incurred minus 2400 per month. And one thing you have to remember here is small car किसको बोलते हैं, big car किसको बोलते हैं. Small car देन्नंटाరు, big car देन्नंटाరు అంటే small car is a car whereby which the capacity is 1.6 liters below. If the capacity is below 1.6 liter, then it is treated as small car. Big car which is above 1.6, right? So this motor car, this you have to remember very well. And next we'll proceed with a few more things, that is gas, electricity, etc., and also PF related, and these total rules, exemptions will be completed. In the next video I am going to teach you how to do a problem from income from salary in the easiest manner. Start with statutory provident fund. In short, it is called as SPF. So it's very shortcut to remember it. SPF, statutory provident fund. If employer is making a contribution of it, it is fully exempted, right? And employee contribution, it qualifies under section 80C. Interest credited, fully tax free. So here SPF is totally tax free in any manner. So here recognized provident fund. Employer contribution up to 12% of salary is exempted and the remaining amount is taxable. So remember beta, up to 12%. If it is above 12%, then it is taxable, right? So if it is not given in the question about the 12%, then you have to add 12%. You have to calculate 12% on basic pay plus DA if it comes under retirement benefit, commission, all allowances सबको ऐड करके उसके ऊपर 12% करना पड़ेगा. एम्प्लॉय कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन देन इट इज डिडक्शन. एम्प्लॉय कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन नील, किसी पे कौन से भी पीएफ में एम्प्लॉय कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन को अपन देखना ही नहीं है. एंड अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड एंड इंटरेस्ट इज एग्जेम्प्टेड अप टू 9.5% ओनली. उससे ज्यादा है तो लेना पड़ेगा टैक्सेबल परक्विजिट में. Unrecognized provident fund, employer contribution ignored. Employee contribution, it is also ignored. PPF, generally it is not provided by the employer, but in some cases if it is provided by the employer, then it is totally taxable. Understood? Right. Employee contribution, it comes for deduction under section 80C savings. Next, interest, fully taxable income. Here interest is what? A fully taxable income. Next comes gas, electricity, power, etc. It is a taxable perquisite. इसके ऊपर टैक्स लगता है अगर गैस इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का वैसा दिए तो. Standard deduction, deductions में under section 16 of 1 of A. Least of this thing, gross taxable salary or 50,000, whichever is least, we can take deduction for that. Professional tax, if it is given in the question only, we have to make as a deduction. Entertainment allowance, we can give deduction only when it is for government employee. No private employee will get entertainment allowance as a deduction. So these are all deductions, what do you call, allowances, perquisites, etc. So you have to take time. Why? Because in college it takes at least 1 month of time, at least 20 to 25 working days to complete this income from salary. So in this simple video it is you can't understand, but I am trying my best. So you watch the entire video without skipping to understand these allowances, perquisites, etc. In the next video I am going to explain your problem from income from salary. Till then, stay tuned, watch my videos. Your Shaker signing off. Bye.